Welcome back, guys, to East 10, Nordics, where last episode. After finishing chatting to the crew of the Sandras, we boarded the Ark within the cicatrix to look for Rollo's quarters, but on the way through, we were confronted by Jarl Grimson Balta, who engaged us to put down his daughter and end the threat once and for all. With Karja regaining her senses, we managed to fend off the assault until an intervention from the mana shackles binding us, as Grimson's wife, Aluna, turned out to be the one who forced Adol and Karja together through sheer force of will, persisting in this form to watch over her daughter, as her manifestation halted Grimson's attacks, and we now continue onward, unharried.
Alright, let's get back to searching for Rollo's room. I'm not about to sit around waiting for a savior. Better to carve your own path forward.
Karja, your fortitude never ceases to amaze me.
Like how it was the mum who's just like, haha, I will latch on and take this person. Will Adol ever have a romance? That really is a real question for me. Obviously, it doesn't make sense with his adventuring days, but maybe when he's writing down all these articles, he's found someone? Whoever that may be, what, you know... It'd be interesting. It would be interesting. Oh, I get it. No wonder the Trident couldn't find their liege. That's just like Ilona, protecting Karja to the very end. What, that was Mum? Makes a lot of sense if you think about it that way. Ah, it's bones. Those cuffs are just full of surprises. Can't even taste the cigar anymore. This whole mess is just too much for me. Yes, I've made big mistakes. Big mistakes. A new skill was unlocked for, I think, Karja at this point in time. Must be far further down the list, I don't know. Not a lot on 0% after all. Skull Strike. Ah, Colossal Toss. So Frozen Fling has leveled up to Colossal Toss at this point. We just keep getting bigger and bigger axes that cost way more stuff. It's fine though, we still got to mastery everything else. And I think we also mastered the Frostflame Twin Slash as well during that battle.
Yeah!
Let's keep on keeping on. We've only checked out 37% of this place.
Yeah! Yeah!
See, I'm just like, surely we can jump that. Every time I see these boxes, I'm like, this is platforming. No? Okay.
Oh, lucky me!
Nope. See, that's the kind of bars I expect to see.
Yeah! Yeah!
Had to be something hidden away there, didn't there?
I'll crush ya!
How's that?
Kill him with a strong yell. And it's remedy times 2.
Oh, lucky me!
10% experience for all allies is a flat amount, so we will take that and plob it on. Nowhere near getting us leveled up, but we're almost 77. I see ya. Didn't take us long to build up that rating a little bit, did it? How big is the Ark? Oh! We need to split up. Okay, there's multiple switches. What's this way then? Why do I need to split up at this point in time? That's a good question. I guess to reach that one.
Be back in a bit.
Switch!
So that doesn't take that one down.
Switch!
Interestingly, we know we could just avoid that first one. We can do it this way.
Switch!
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 Where am I going, green crystal water?
Switch!
So that's lowered that. We can see Adol just above us at that section. Oh, did I not hold it long? Oh, Karja is just like, nah. Miss me with that being controlled by Rollo crap. Okay.
Switch!
Looks like we definitely need 2 people to navigate the entirety of that. And that's back down. We do not want to fall down. How do we join up from here? Is there room enough in it?
Burn to cinder!
Don't worry, I'll blow you up. Oh, basic beast parts. Alright, now where are we? Oh, okay. So, if I switch out, that controls this one as well? No? Okay. We just hit that.
Switch out! Yeah!
Then we have to come back to get this treasure.
Switch!
Switch out!
Switch!
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 Don't mind me, I'm just getting confused.
How's that?
Switch out! Yeah! Yeah! Yeah!
Oh, you really need to actually take that speed.
Yeah!
There you go. A break elixir. Not gonna lie, I just slowed down time.
Oh,
It's so
lucky
easy.
me.
I don't know. I missed twice. Worst player ever.
I'm back, Karja.
I'm back, baby.
Let's tackle it together.
Ooh, new enemy. Random new enemy type to have suddenly. It's a tree.
Pulverize!
It's a very high health tree.
Switch out! Trouble! Freeze! Not a chance! Not a chance!
Team up!
God, that build up poison no shit time at all. Ow.
Coming through!
Schneeblauchen. I always love a little bit of German in my Nordic-based game.
Yeah!
Assuming it is, of course.
How's that? I gotta give it my all, too.
Coming through!
How's that?
I'll blow them up with a shout. That shouldn't be far from leveling up now. 91%. Hell is Schnee Blauchen?
Here I go!
Whee! A lion
That's
soul.
the stuff!
And we have one treasure chest and one travel point left. They're both ahead of us. That's the arc. Checked out. Two levels to the good. I think we've got at least one more big red one I can put in here. I could even change that for a bigger yellow one. Why not, I guess? No more dark ones we've been getting.
Want to take a break here?
I think we're good, but if Grimson was a mid-boss, what are we looking at in here? Oh yeah, chambers.
What's this room? It's sparse, to say the least.
While that may be so, I do believe this is Rollo's personal cabin. The man would always furnish his quarters with only the barest of necessities.
Wait a sec. Have you never been in this ark before, Leela?
The two of us were not in each other's company from the deluge onward. Rollo was hastening to ensure the safety of all in his realm, be they man, beast, or vegetation. At that same time, I was fully preoccupied with keeping the three generals at bay. We entrusted our daughter, Lana, to one of Rollo's men. After which...
So you and Rollo had a girl as well, eh?
Huh. Not what I would have guessed.
Indeed. Sadly, that was the last and final time I ever saw her either.
Of course, we did know that from the sagas.
Must have left you at a real loss. What say we turn this place inside out then? Maybe it'll help us fill in a few blanks.
Karja. I would appreciate that.
Lots of bits to check out. I'm taking this first. Esoteric bounding text. Contains an ancient bounding right mana barrier duration plus 200%.
Oh, lucky me!
It just exists forever now. On the 10th day after the disaster, my destination was set. Once I reach it, however, there will be no coming back. Guila, Lana, forgive me. Were we supposed to read from right to left? I don't know. Upon my arrival, I would be sure to plant the flowers that she loved. Those delicate white bell flowers. It may be that on the day I took the throne, the time of reckoning had already been decided. No matter what retribution awaits me, I must face the consequences of my actions head on. I guess there wasn't an order to read them in. After much effort, Adol managed to open the uncooperative drawer. Inside was a single sheet of paper.
Is this a hand-drawn sea chart?
Yes. It appears to map out the cicatrix.
What's this X for? Comes with a note, too. The unconscious path where the rainbow meets the northern lights.
Ah, it was an unconscious path you've been using quite often. Northern Lights or an aurora?
First thing that springs to mind is that island that keeps running away from us. The rainbow and unconscious path parts, on the other hand, have me lost. Maybe we're better off heading for wherever that X marks instead of racking our brains into mush.
You might be onto something.
Aye. And going by this map, it doesn't look all that far from here.
Indeed. Your words may very well ring true.
All right. Then it's settled. Let's circle back to the Sandras and set sail on the double.
And open up the world for exploration yet again, I think, personally. Hugill's reconnaissance has marked surrounding terrain and exploration points. Because now we've dealt with the Balta Seaforce problem, haven't we?
Hugill, you're back!
Opening up side quests and everything as this chapter really gets underway. With all the extra stuff. As you see, there's a quest right here by the look of it. 55% exploration for the cicatrix. And apart from that, I don't know if anything else out further afield. No markers that we can see. So, obviously Sandras sweep. And there's a quest on the North Thingymabob. North Thingymabob. That's definitely its name. Oh, what to do first? What to do first?
I need a break.
I need a break. Alright, let's check out the Sandras' crew before taking on a quest or something then. A sea chart left behind on the Ark. Ah, now there's an interesting find. Seems to me we're finally closing in on Bifrost. Yeah, I wonder what'll be there. If I didn't know better, I'd say you were actually enjoying this. Ah, that's just the kind of man Adol is. You can count me along for the ride. We'll make it, come hell or high water. Seems to be like we're finally closing in on Bifrost. You can count me along for the ride. Sure thing, Dogie. You're driving, as of now, after all. Hugill's got an event? Is it part of your letters, by any chance? What are you trying to say, Hugill? You want us to follow you somewhere, is that it? Adol and Karja set sail, allowing Hugill to take the lead. Northern Karnak waters. That's a long way. I know this place. It's just north of our settlement. They call it Oland Island. It's completely uninhabited. The only way to even step foot on it is to climb up its cliffs. Oh yeah, we went past there not too long ago. This place your nesting ground? Ah, so you were inviting us into your home.
Aye.
Can't lie, this place is pretty spiffy. Ah, there's something over there. Sort of looks like a monument. A faint inscription is carved into the stone slab. Here rests the Raven, revered in splendor, which a safe refuge shepherded our ark. Hey, this is... from the Great Calamity. The Raven, you don't think... Well, we normally do use him as guide towards dry land. Supposedly Rollo relied on a raven as well. So if that same raven who helped the people back during the Great Calamity stuck around afterward, that would mean... that you're an immortal raven. Okay, Hugill. Or, you know, I guess... I guess the better explanation would be you're from a long lineage, but still. I mean, even when people lose their divinity, e.g. Lila, they seem to be immortal. I don't know. Everyone can be immortal if they want to be, by the looks of it. It's not part of divinity. You must be proud of your ancestors. So that's the deal. The pieces are finally lining up. Yeah, with you by our side, I know we can make it just about anywhere. So keep on showing us the way forward, Hugill. Adol and Karja took a brief respite on the island with Hugill before returning to the ship. It's now at max. Good talk. Hey there, Isa. Hugill. Working hard, I see. Miss Karja, are you feeling alright? Keep your heads on. I'm not about to turn into Rollo. It's difficult not to worry when I know how good you are at grinning and bearing it. Adol, in my stead, please make sure she doesn't overextend herself. Hey, have some faith in me, would ya? It's good to see her back to her energetic self once more. All the more reason we must get her there, to the illusory sea of Bifrost. Right, we're counting on you to see us through this too, Hugill. The location marked on that map from the Ark appears to be in the eastern part of the cicatrix. I'll lay a course, so stay sharp as we proceed. Right, battle. Whoa, Karja, you're back to normal. Rollo is still in here with me, but we did manage to fight off Grimson. Whoa, the big papa himself. Never saw that twist coming. You think he used the Nordics as a decoy so he could slip onto the Ark? Yes. Hard to say. That does seem like the kind of plan he'd come up with, though. I can't believe you actually managed to beat him. You guys are absolute badasses. There's no telling what we'll run against next time. Still, I'm not about to let myself fall behind. Bring it, Rafe. If you really want to get stronger, you'll need to lick, knock, and whip yourself into shape, both physically and mentally. So come at me like you're prepared to die, Grenn. Hey, Rafe, does dying hurt real bad? Depends on how it happens. Want to give it a try and see for yourself? Oh, Grenn's got an event now. Just trying to teach him that motivation alone isn't enough to claim victory. Still, he's doing better than the kind of guys who'd give up before they even started. Well, it looks to me like we're on our final kind of affinity sweep at this point. We'll see how this turns out. To be honest, Bolt Ryland's probably got more stuff now, maybe Krangle. We'll have to go around everywhere and check, but let's keep on talking. Sup, Adol? Someone's got a serious face on. Yeah, is that how it looks? Well, it's true that I've got something on my mind. It's just, I get the feeling that our journey here on the Sandras is coming to an end soon. And I mean, I know that's a good thing, but... Adol, can you come with me for a sec? We're really endgame now. And that's the match. You said you wanted to spar, so I rounded up all the fighters we had, but in the end you couldn't take a single round, huh? Shouldn't be much of a surprise when you compare our skills to his. Damn it, I knew I wasn't going to pull out any wins, but I was still hoping I'd put up a fight. At least then I could have felt some kind of useful to you guys. Good grief.
Yep.
The swordplay's getting better, I'll give you that. Flailing that thing around like an idiot every day must be paying off somewhat. The issue is that you need to strategize better. Figure out a way to catch your opponent off guard. Rafe.
Yeah.
He's right. You haven't been slacking off in your training, so you're definitely putting some muscle on. It's just that your attacks are also straightforward. Aye, to the point where your opponent can read you like a book. That leaves you wide open. I get what you're saying, but I've never been good at fooling people. Yeah, that sounds about right. But you have to keep in mind that combat is a constant game of trying to outmaneuver your opponents. Or outmaneuver. Adol, can you go one more round with me? There's one last thing I want to try. Not pocket sand.
Dead hide!
How about that? I call it the Grenn straight flash. I think you're getting stabbed too, though. Ooh, nice going. Looks like that's a draw between you and Adol. How'd you come up with that move, Grenn? It was a full force thrust with no prior movement to give it away. I get it. You use the fact that your head is completely empty to just rocket forward without a single thought. Could have got yourself super stabbed. That's your best and at the same time, worst quality. Makes sense. The opponent can't see it coming if your body moves faster than your mind. Sounds like it just trade though, and then you'd be dead, and what's good about that? That's pretty clever, actually. I'd say you can give him a bit more credit there, Rafe. Don't get me wrong, it's not like I don't approve. Whenever we get stuck in our own heads about something, it was always Grenn who'd kick us into action. No one will ever say it out loud, but not a member of our little youth brigade would question the fact that Grenn's our leader. Rafe. I getcha. Ah, so this is where you've gotten to. Lady Leela! I beseech thee, bestow upon me the power of mana! Can't say I've ever seen such flawlessly executed groveling before. Damn, he got down on all fours even faster than that new move of his. I take it all back. Toss that goofball to the sharks. Your affinity with Grenn is now at max.
Adol, Karja, I'm going to follow my own path. And as the Youth Brigade's bestest pals, you'd better be there to witness it.
Adol, Karja, when this is all over, you've just got to tell me how you guys beat Grimson, okay? Down to the last detail. Down to the last detail, indeed. There's an event right here.
Adol!
Hey, Adol, can I talk to you for a sec? Everyone else clear out. So, what'd you have to tell me? No, it's not really a big deal or anything, but... Thanks, Adol. Hey, no problem. I'll say whom for what, though. It's a bit more of a modest response, isn't it? Think back to our showdown against Grimson. Remember when I managed to will myself back to my senses? To be honest, that wasn't something I did on my own. I mean, it sure looked like it was. It was your voice. These cuffs my mum made. The whole time I could hear your voice encouraging me through them. And it's because of that that I managed to get a hold of myself. So thank you. Don't sweat it, sis. Let's keep some boundaries. I don't think I actually settled things with Grimson back there. All that only felt like the first step toward it. But before I make peace with him, I've got to make it with myself first. My mum and you are keeping all the malice that's taken root in me at bay. And you two aren't the only ones. Everyone on the Sandras is too. It's thanks to so many people having my back that I'm able to stand here now. So in order to repay the favour, I've got to step up to whatever lies ahead with all my might. I don't know what's going to happen from here on out, but if there's ever a time where I can't make it on my power alone, I want you to help me, Adol. Well, that was my plan from the start.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm counting on you. Alright, time for us to set out. Max with Karja.
And, by the way, Adol, I'm glad you ended up being my first shield brother. That's all! Now let's get moving already!
That's all. Are we really going to try and reach that strange island again? I wonder what it's like, and what kind of sea life lives in the waters around it. Oh man, why am I getting so excited? What's so funny? Nothing. I just think this trip has changed you for the better, kid. That's all. I hope we reach it soon, that strange island. It's not just him. Everyone seems to have changed for the better. Journeys are nice that way, I've come to learn. I don't want to speak to you. I want to speak... Get away, Ashley. Pipishy pee. Pishy pee pee pee. It's this guy like the most. He's a straightforward way of speaking. More events. Please have a seat over there, you two. I shall divine what awaits you at the end of your journey. What do you say? Up for a fortune-telling session? Why not? It's not really my thing, but I guess it wouldn't hurt this once. If something big's coming up, I'd rather steal my mind ahead of time. Well then, let us begin. Better not be spoilers. Incidentally, do you recall that crystal from before? One we picked up a while back? Yeah, you've been holding on to it, right? After all this time, we never wound up learning anything about it. Or you, for that matter. But simply, it is a crystallization of the collective unconscious. Oh, here we go. We're going there, are we? A mass of pure malice possessed by all people at birth. If the mana you command were one side of a coin, it would be the other. Black mana. That is the most straightforward explanation I can offer. What? But why does it even exist? Because malice and man have been side by side from the very beginning. Humanity has been living with it in tandem, you see. The amount varies by person, but there is not a single one who is wholly bereft of malice. Such is why conflict and discrimination can never be eliminated, as well as why the Trident and Rollo came into being. However, it does not exclusively give rise to destruction. Or even profound envy or anger against another can be harnessed as a force of creation towards one's own betterment. Just as how Rollo was driven by impulse, yet at the end of the sea roiling rampage, found not only his love, but himself. Or how our fight against the Grieg ultimately made us stronger. That crystal is a manifestation of humanity's desire to avert their eyes from such malice. Strictly speaking, it cannot be seen, nor does it hold any power. Yet despite that, you two managed to find it. Perhaps it is because of the way you have confronted malice at the ends of your trials and tribulations. I don't really feel it was anything all that grand. Even so, to me that is hope in its consummate form. For I am a being shaped by the sentiments... Are you? Of those who confine themselves and admit defeat. A being born of the malice known as resignation. Born of malice? Then you mean... So, you're just like the Trident? Not quite, no. They arose from within Rollo himself. It's more the fact that you've taken on a human form is what I'm talking about there. I was simply begotten by humanity's collective unconscious. And as the embodiment of resignation, I do not possess the impulse to harm humans. I am but a failure of a Grieger who can do nothing more than watch events play out with a languid gaze. For the longest time I cared not what happened, either to you or these seas. But then I observed as you faced adversity, even going so far as to find that crystal. And from there a wish budded within me, a wish for you to grasp a more favourable future. I see. Never thought the day would come when we'd have a Grieger cheering us on like this. Hey, what gives? You still owe us a reading. It would seem that I am unable to divine your futures. What lies ahead must be ascertained for yourselves. Seriously, after all of that? I mean, no different from how it's already been. When you put it like that, I guess you're right. No matter what awaits, we'll give it our best shot. Together. Such is the way you both are. Now at Max.
Adol, and Karja as well. Only you alone can determine your own fates. I pray you'll allow me to see them through to the end.
Would it be the end of you too? Bifrost, Rollo, the keys of immersion long last. I can sense it with my crystal ball. The end of this tale grows near. None can stop what has been set into motion. All I can do is remain close at hand. Now show unto me how you will answer fate's call. I can sense it with my crystal ball. The end of this tale grows near. It does. If anything, you're delaying it. Quest with Leela. I was just having Leela share her anecdotes about Rollo with me. Why, but the fellow became possessed of an incredibly noble soul once the malice had been cast out of him. Hearing the story brought me to legitimate tears. Somehow, someone of his great stature sets an example we all could stand to follow. It pleases me greatly to hear you say so. At the time, even those Normans who stood against Rollo were swayed by his words. Torsten, among others, served him admirably. Ah, the memories. Is that right? Would that I could have had a chance to meet the man. Listen to me, always asking for the impossible. Nevertheless, one of these days I hope to retrace the steps Rollo trod, as well arrive at the end to which they led. Even I was shocked by Iluna's emergence, to think she would assume such a form. What she said to Grimson, however, hearing it granted me a small degree of solace. I'd always felt such remorse over what befell her. I don't think my mum ever regretted helping you, Leela. In fact, she'd probably be more upset at us for having this conversation in the first place. We didn't get to share much more than a few words, but still, that's the feeling I get. Karja, thank you. If only I'd been stronger when Iluna arrived on Serenes Island. Even now, I am unable to stave away such thoughts. Come back for you for the quest.